Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another live session. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I'm like a minute or two late. I apologize. The time just ran out on me today. As you can see, it's raining, unfortunately. It's always raining here. Things are getting nuts. Hey, what up, Shades? Feel like it's been forever since I spoke to you, and we only spoke like a couple days ago. We got a lot of updating to do. There's some beautiful wheels and tires over there. Kind of want to show you guys. What's going on, guys? Pat's Key, what's up? What's up? I was gonna go outside and do this, but it's raining. I'm tired of this rain. It's getting kind of insane. How's the quality? As usual, I want to ask. We should be good. It is live. I mean, on Wi-Fi. We'll give a couple of more minutes for people to come in, and we'll do a little live update here. It's good, excellent. Let me put a little hat on because it's raining. We're gonna go outside. So I want to give you guys a little teaser on the wheels. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you didn't see the picture, but these are the wheels for the Type R. Take a look at that. Can you guys read that? What does that say there? Oh yeah, that's right. We got some Hoosiers for the Type R. And some Hoosiers, or actually BFG R1S, which is basically the same as Hoosiers, for the Prelude. We got the Prelude right here. I really got to get to work on this thing. And then we got the new wheels and tires on the BMW, the 335D. What do you guys think of these wheels? I like them a lot. Unfortunately, these wheels are pretty bent up, out of shape. These are the original BMW wheels. They're pretty rough shape, so I had to replace them, and there they are. Let me go back inside. It's raining on me. Alrighty. Jane is going to join us in a short little bit. Let me get these off. Hey Courtney, how's it going? I'm going to go into the garage actually, so I can relax a little bit. What do we see in the garage? The S2000, of course, hanging out. I'm gonna open this up here. Oh, we got Edge as well. How's it going, Edge?
Do you have chairs?
We have one chair.
Where's the other chair?
God, I was not expecting for it to raining today, all day.
Your phone is getting wet.
That's okay.
Move up.
Say hello, Jane.
Hello.
We got Jane in the house.
I'm back. Where's the other chair?
It's over there. There's a bunch of chairs over there.
Where are you gonna set up the tripod? We're unprepared.
I'm prepared today. Sorry, guys.
Oh, you can face the tripod outward.
Beat Turismo. Yeah, man, it's raining.
Put the camera here.
Mario PL wants to see the S2000 out on the track. I wanted to show you guys. I got my parts for the Prelude. So this is my roll bar. I gotta install this, of course. I'm also going to install these brake pads on the Type R, actually. Because this week, and we'll do updates now. So this week we have quite a few things to talk about. So this week, I'm gonna sit down here. Actually, we have to turn it around because the lighting's better. Lighting's terrible, right? Oh, it's not too bad actually.
Not too bad.
All right, so this week I just literally bought it like 10 minutes ago. Track Night in America. we're going to be doing track night in America again on Thursday with the Type R. So that's going to be exciting. So we're going to be doing a couple of upgrades to the Type R, that right there. And we're going to be taking it out on the track with a buddy of mine. He has a modified WRX STI. His name is Zach. You'll meet him on Thursday. And yeah, so we're going to be running the Type R with some Hoosiers and some upgraded brake pads. What do you guys think about that?
Did you show them the tires? Or?
Yeah, I showed them the tires. What do you guys think about the tires, the Hoosiers? Hey, Desmond, how's it going?
Did you finish your announcement yet?
Not yet. So to continue with the announcements, so just like I said, Type R track day. I have 2 weeks to finish my Prelude. So I have a Prelude race car that I've been trying to work on, but because of the rain, I haven't been able to. So I got 2 weeks to finish the Prelude race car. I have to install that roll bar you saw there. I got to install a whole bunch of suspension parts. I have shocks, I have springs, I have bushings to get installed in there. I'm probably going to order a radiator, a Mission Motor radiator to put in the Prelude, just for the heating and stuff like that. And then we'll go from there. In terms of the BMW, you guys see it back there. It is back up and running, so
New tires.
Very thankful for that. Finally, new wheels, new tires. I got tire reviews coming along for you guys. So I have the tire reviews on the Continental Sport Contact 6 on this car, tire reviews from the old all seasons from that car, and a new all season that I love so very much. I'll be showing you those videos later on. I met up with a subscriber. I'm not sure if he's on here today, but I met up with him. He has a sport hatch, a Honda Civic sport hatch in blue. Throb Nation, if you're on, you would have loved it. I did a full review on it, so I'm starting up those one takes that people wanted me to do. So I met up with these guys, and it was this guy. He was an awesome guy. He goes by Dirty Pineapples on Instagram. That's right. So I had a great time with him. He had a K tuner. Well, it was tuned by a K tuner with a custom tune, and it basically had everything I would have done to a sport hatch. I loved it, and so I'll be dropping the review of that at some point, maybe this week or next week. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the announcements. I have lots of things to do. I've been doing lots of stuff, so I've been really, really busy. You guys have been knowing that. So if you guys have any questions, if you have any comments or anything like that, put them over here and we'll answer it for you, because I'm really delayed in answering emails. I'm delayed in answering pretty much everything. Basically putting in like 16-hour days to trying to get everything done. As you can see, I have a lot to do. So let's go over the comments. What's going on with the comments?
Right. So where did you leave off?
I think I left off way in the beginning.
Did you see Shady?
I saw Courtney saying hello, and I saw Mary PL says, I would like to see the S2000 on track one day. Unfortunately, the S2000 is basically being neglected until after I'm done with the Prelude, because by May 26th, the Prelude has to be 100% done and buttoned up. So I need to finish everything I need to do with the Prelude, test it, make sure it all works, and then get a tech inspected to make sure I'm ready for the first race of the season.
And when is that going to be?
May 26th.
Oh, May 26th.
My battery's low for whatever reason.
Making that deadline.
I know, it's gonna be intense for the next 2.5 to 3 weeks. You guys are gonna see me stress out, and but I do okay. I actually do pretty well under stress. What do you think? I think I do okay under stress, so we'll be all right.
Did you see B Turismo asking, is it raining there too?
Yeah, it's raining here. Take a look at that.
And then Edge says, hi Jane. Hi Edge.
So it looks actually kind of beautiful. Take a look around. Look at that nice little tree we have there. We got the Type R.
B Turismo says Panda Junction is going on here. Not sure how the turnout was with the rain. What's Panda Junction?
Panda Junction, I don't know what that is. I know there's like a Comic-Con happening in Philadelphia. I'm not too sure though. There's a lot of car meets that I want to go to in the next few weeks, but I really can't.
You really need to work on your Prelude
I
car.
do. So I really have to unfortunately skip out on a whole bunch of meets. I wasn't going to go to track night on Thursday, so we have a track day planned. In case you missed it, we have a track day planned on Thursday for the Type R.
Thursday, May 10th.
Yeah, May 10th. So this Thursday coming up. It's going to be an awesome time with the Type R. We'll have a buddy there with the modified WRX STI. it'll be pretty sweet. Don't forget to hit the like button. I see 26 people on. only
only
5 likes.
Yan Dubis says +1 Maripl versus Ty Bar.
What is it?
I don't know. I would like +1 Mary. I would like to see the S2000
Oh,
on
okay.
track one day.
So the Type R.
He meant S2000 versus Type R on the track.
Okay. So when I first got the Type R back in August of last year, I took it to the track twice right away, and I faced 2 different S2000s on the track, and I actually was able to pass them. The Type R for sure in a straight line, and I think actually maybe even in the corners is faster than the S2000. Now, this wasn't a highly modified S2000. I'm sure a supercharged S2000 can keep up with the Type R, but a regular stock S2000 cannot keep up with the Type R on the track.
Sean says, so Hondara is making so big numbers.
Well, what do you mean by big numbers with Hondara? Let me know, because. So with K-Tuner, I've seen big numbers too. It all depends on your custom tuner and who's doing the tunes, who's doing the tuning and what they're doing with it, and what you mean by the big numbers, how it's measured as well.
Eddie says, I got the 2018 Civic SI dealership, wanted 10,000 down and have 740 car payment on the Type R. No way, man. Too much they wanted for the Type R. I'll wait 3 years. It won't be so expensive, the Type R. I don't think the Type R value is going to go down that much. Do you think?
I've been seeing used at Type R prices go up.
Oh, God.
So, like, for, 8,000 miles, the Type Rs, they're going for, $37,000.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Hopefully, you'll be able to get a good deal afterwards. I've been seeing Type Rs out there going for MSRP, which is good, the new ones.
Mm-hmm.
You got to search them out. You got to look for them. It's not difficult. It's not easy. It's very difficult. And if you go see how I bought my Type R, I basically called 40 dealerships. Mm-hmm. It was quite a lot of work.
Shadeway said, not sure if you saw that, but BR Prelude got wrecked.
Oh no!
That BR.
Remember the white one,
yeah,
the white Prelude?
That
man.
That shoots. What do you call those?
That shoots flames and
flames.
Sounds like a gun going off.
Yeah.
At at H Day. That sucks, man.
What happened?
Well,
how did it get wrecked?
Probably doing too many too much two-step.
B
sucks.
Turismo says, hey, I'm going to visit PRL in a couple weeks.
Awesome. I was invited to go visit them as well, but they said they didn't have any intercoolers for me, so I was like, well, when you get them, I'll go visit you guys and I'll make a video. Let me know how it goes. They're like 4 hours away from me, so it's not like, you know.
It's a long hike.
Yeah.
Saitama 2018 says, shout out to my wife Ada. Hi Ada.
Shout out.
Maripl says, have an idea. You drive the Type R and now take S2000 on a track day. Do you have S2000 where he's going to drive your S2000?
He wants to drive my S2000, I think. It is a nice S2000, AP1.
B Turismo says, looking nice and green out there. Yes.
I know.
Lots of pollen.
It's looking pretty good. Lots of pollen. My allergies are going crazy. But other than the allergies, I love it. Finally, no longer the winter nonsense that we're dealing with.
Finally spring.
Mm-hmm.
Yan Dupis says, oh yeah, nice. Chris says, love the Type R building an 08 FA5. Just started. Any suggestions?
08 FA5. Yeah, you gotta make sure you figure out what you're gonna do for the build. So for any build, you gotta have a purpose first. So is it gonna be a drag car? I don't recommend front-wheel drive drag cars. Shades Wades will know about that. Is it gonna be a drag car? Is it gonna be a track car? Is it gonna be a show car? So once you get your purpose, then you can get your parts, get all the parts you need, then start the build.
Shades says LOL. Cute comments. Shades also says, from his Instagram pics, looks like someone rear-ended him pretty good.
Oh,
Ouch.
man.
That
sucks. And it's going to be totaled out because Prelude are not really worth that much.
And he probably spent a lot of money building that, too.
No, actually, BR is not that expensive.
Really?
Yeah, I can get it.
Well, the work, the amount of work he put in.
He did put a lot of work. He
job.
put a lot of his own manual labor into that car. He painted it himself, fixed up the bumpers. He showed me the pictures of the build. That sucks. That's gotta suck. All that work he put into it.
B Turismo says PRL is 3+ hour from me, but I'm heading out that way anyway, hoping to score a DP and FMIC. I'll video if they let me. What's FMIC?
Front mount intercooler. There's the intercooler upgrade that. So
That Lawrence said.
yeah, the one that I installed for Lawrence. Lawrence, are you on here?
Mary Appeal says, by the look on your face, looks like it's a big no to drive your S2000.
No.
I only got to drive it once, so this you know.
Well, here's the thing. I don't have the S2000 since I'm not really doing too much with it. I need to buy tires for it, and those tires that are on it now, they're on their last legs. In terms, not in tread, but they're dry rotted, so they need to be replaced immediately. And I don't have the budget or time to deal with it right now. I have other things to deal with.
We have David, Type R 1132.
What's
Hey,
up, David? How's it going?
Shade says enough to have a full album. The Prelude. Remember he had a whole full album?
That's right, he did. Yeah, that sucks, man.
He did a lot of work.
He must have been really disheartened for that accident.
Ryan Dugan says, hey, if I was to get a Type R, what color should I get? Oh, I really, you know what's missing the most? The polished metal metallic.
That's right. I was gonna say
I
that.
have to zoom in on my face.
I was gonna say that. The polished metal metallic is the rarest color. It's the color I see the least, which is weird because, you know, take a look over there. Silver is actually the most popular color in America. Most cars are that color, but when it comes to Type R's, white I think is the most popular color.
Should have been. It's championship white.
It is championship, but it is a Type R only color, which is pretty cool. But you know.
But apparently the polished metal metallic is the rarest.
Right. I mean, if you were to ask me, championship white is the only way I'll do it. But.
B Turismo says, Ryan, get any color Civic Type R you can get, man.
That's
They're
true.
all awesome.
That's true. Any color, really.
At the end of the day, it's, you know, it's the car that matters.
I'm not a fan of black because it's impossible to keep clean, but I think it looks the best when it is clean. Red stands out like crazy, but you don't really see the red accents that the car has, so you kind of lose out on that. Championship white, it's white, right? But it's, you know, and, you know, a lot of people say, oh, why you get a white one? It's like a regular car, but it's championship white. So championship white is a very special color to Honda. I still haven't made a video on that, but I should soon.
You've been slacking.
I've been slacking on that. But, and then Asian blue, it's an awesome looking color. I just don't know how it meshes that well with the red accents. So they all have their you know, their flaws, and they all have their imperfections. So any color honestly is good.
Chris says, street car show, fixing the transmission right now, costing about $3,000.
Wait, what?
Street show car, fixing the transmission right now, costing $3,000. Costing about $3,000.
Getting new transmission, I hope. That's a lot of money for the transmission.
Mary Pio says, just messing with you. I wouldn't let anyone drive it if I had one. Shade says, kind of makes me wary of how much money I'm putting into my car. One car accident can change it all. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So, like, if you put your heart and soul into one car and it gets totaled or something, then it's like a, you know, kind of a big deal, right? So, the best you can hope for is it gets totaled some way that you
And
can
then
take the parts off. Maybe take all the parts off and put it in a new car. I don't know. That's just something I don't even want to think about.
Eddie says MSRP price was for $34,900. At the end, I was getting charged $49,600
Oh,
for the
no
car.
way.
I also had below average credit score at 607. Now I know to build up my credit score and have a good down payment.
For sure. Build up your credit. So I have really good credit, and I got a really good loan from the credit, and that's how they, you know, I actually, when I was shopping around, I was pre-approved. So they knew I was serious. I was like, all right, give me your best offer. I'm pre-approved. Show me what you got. Right? So that's it.
Saturn Frost says, hi. Hi.
Hello.
High Tempered Film says, hey man, would you have bought your bug eye from an enthusiast you didn't know as opposed to your cousin? I believe you said you bought yours from. I'm worried I'll find one and have a break immediately. At that high mileage, yeah, you should buy it from someone you know and trust.
If you can. I did buy it from my cousin. Would I buy it from an enthusiast? Here's the thing: if you're gonna buy a used 2002, 2003, or '04 WRX, you have to make sure you know what you're getting into. So you gotta do a pre-purchase inspection. You have to get the whole story for the car, because and then the whole story may not be believable. So then you do need a pre-purchase inspection. Make sure it's all set up correctly. Because like if you see my WRX, it's full of rust. It's like crazy amounts of rust, but it's all mostly surface rust. It's not really that big a deal. All the things that need to work are there to work, and I don't really see too many issues in the future. I mean, yeah, it needs a timing belt, maybe. I think it needs an oil change. It needs a few other things, but yeah, when you're looking at any car that's older than 10 years old, you're gonna want to do a pre-purchase inspection. You're gonna want to do your homework before you buy it, because you're not gonna know what's going on with it if you don't really look into it.
James Thomas asked, best place to buy mods for the Thai bar? Thanks.
Best place to buy, so depending on what you want. So there's not too many dedicated places. I would say Amazon and eBay are your friend. That's what I use a lot for the most part. TireRack.com for wheels and tires, and for brake pads as well. They have a lot of good selection of brake pads. I'm not sponsored by any of these people, so
These are honest, unbiased.
Right,
opinions.
exactly. So and then. So, like, for example, all those wheels and tires, for the most part, I got them from either eBay or Tire Rack, including the BMW ones. So the BMW has new wheels and tires.
Which Justin says, love the new 335D shoes.
Right? I think it looks really good. It's simpler than the older
really
ones,
nice, yeah.
but it looks really good. And the ride of the car now, so much better. These tires are so much better. I'll share a review of these new tires soon, but I have the old tire reviews to share as well. Have a lot of videos to share with you guys as usual. Just gotta get down to edit them.
And filming them.
That's right. That's right.
Lester says, does your car have oil catch can, or do you recommend it?
I do recommend a catch can. Now here's the thing. Even with a catch can, you're gonna have to do a cleanup at some point of the intake. So he's talking about which car? Because they both need catch cans. Neither of them have catch cans. So the 335D I'm not too worried about, because eventually it really doesn't need a cleanup that much, as long as you do what I did to it. And the Type R, it would probably need it, because it's a direct injected turbo engine. So just basically factor in $500 to do a cleanup for the intake runners on the Type R, and you're good to go. That's whether or not you have a catch can. Now, I think I am going to get a catch can. I might be getting a Mishimoto one. I'm not too sure yet. I might do an eBay special. You know how I do things. But we'll see when I have the time to go ahead and do that.
Abby Malik says, hi, I just got my Thai bar 1 week ago. Should I go clear bra with ceramic coating? I'm founder of #that Honda page on Instagram.
Oh, sweet.
Love your content.
Awesome.
Nice.
Thanks, man. I would recommend ceramic coating just because it looks amazing when it's clean. The clear bra is pretty cool too, but the problem with the clear bra, after like 5 years, three to 5 years, it kind of gets a little yellowish, or you kind of see it. It's not.
The color changes.
Right. So I don't know.
And
Even if the color doesn't change, the dirt patterns change around it. I don't know. It's like it's a weird thing. It does protect it better than ceramic, but I don't even have anything on my Type R.
it's fully naked.
I call any scratches or anything battle scars.
JW says, Gato, what's up, my guy?
What's up?
Hey, Jay.
How's it going?
B Turismo says, go PPF. What's PPF?
PPF, paint protection film.
Courtney says, cars are not investments. The edges feel that pain from putting money into cars just to only get some of it back in insurance payout.
So if you guys don't know, Edge and Courtney Edge, so Edge Everyday and Courtney Edge, they're on here right now. Unfortunately, had both their cars run into by a drunk driver. Head over to Edge Everyday's page to see more on that, but they lost a pickup truck and a Corolla.
Ouch.
Yeah, so
Sucks.
that's terrible.
Edgar Hernandez says, how long do you think my engine will last? I have a 2017 Civic SI Coupe. It's tuned to 24 PSI.
how much power is it pushing? That's really the question. So the dangers of tuning your car is that you're gonna have less longevity on them, mainly in the head gasket because you're upping the boost, and your piston and your cooling, your oiling, all that stuff is gonna need to be replaced or upgraded sooner rather than later, depending on how you use it, of course. It is a Honda engine, so I assume it's gonna last at least 100,000 miles, even with the tune. But I've been seeing some issues with those 1.5Ts that are tuned too high. So you're gonna want to take a look at that and think about that for a second. Although, that is to say, the WRX that I have has been tuned for 10 years now. So the 2002 WRX has been tuned for longer, like 15 years now. He used something called UTEQ, UTEQ tuning. I think that's what it is. And he pushed it to close to around 280 horsepower, or even higher than that, 280 or 300 horsepower on the stock engine and stock turbo. And it still has a stock turbo.
Still running.
Still has the stock
Engine.
clutch, obviously stock engine, stock everything. So it depends on how you use it, really. But yeah, I would take a look at the wear items, and it'll wear out faster, of course.
Mary Pale says, I look at it this way. If you buy a used car, have a good amount of money aside for breakdowns.
Yeah.
Don't spend all money just for a car
No,
purchase.
that's definitely true. I definitely have a slush fund ready to go if I need to replace something big on a car or two.
Justin says, have you gotten a K&N filter yet? Interested to see if you think it makes a difference.
Not yet. I'm thinking it might go Mishimoto intake. I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it. But like I said, I'm more concentrating for the next 2 weeks on the Prelude. So you'll see a lot more Prelude content. I hope you guys enjoy the Prelude stuff, because more of that is coming.
A lot more.
A lot more. It'll be a lot of... I'm going to be working like all day, almost every day on the Prelude. Of course, the Type R have a couple of things to do before the next track day, like brake pads and wheel mounts and, the review of the Hoosiers and things like that. But other than the track day and that stuff, I really will be spending a lot more time doing mechanic work. So I hope you guys enjoy that stuff. Let me know if you do or you don't.
Ryan says, is the noise in the Type R too really loud to the point where it gets annoying?
No, the drone is controllable because I've only deleted the 2 mufflers in the back. I left all the resonators on there. I've been in cars where the resonators have also been deleted. And yeah, it sounds kind of cool when you're outside. You're not going to like yourself.
Long distance.
Long distance.
Yeah.
You're not. It's okay for 10 minutes to deal with it. It's okay. For 30 to 40 to 50, that's a loud bird. To hour, no, not for me. That's why I only did the 2 mufflers. I think I have the mufflers somewhere. Well, I guess
It's
they're
in the storage.
they're storage. That's all good.
Well, so without taking off the resonator, what is it? How's the noise?
It's not bad. It's definitely more drone. It's definitely more drone. You're definitely gonna notice it. And there's gonna be like around 2,500 to 3,000 RPMs. It's gonna be very droney, but other than that, it's actually not too bad.
We have Danielle on Prelude.
Daniel, привет.
Lester says, thanks for entering. It should be for the 2017 Civic hatch. When he meant the oil catch can.
Right. Okay.
Does your car have oil catch can? Would you recommend it?
On the hatch, I definitely recommend it. Yes. It's the same. It's the same thing. So the Type R and the Sport hatch are actually not that different. Yes, there's a big performance gap on the top end, but in terms of like most of the bones and everything else, they're pretty similar. So if I recommend something for the Type R, it'll apply to the 1.5Ts as well.
Jay says, where is the tow hook location for the front bumper?
Of the hatch, there isn't one.
Well, I think he meant the Type R.
The hatch, any hatch. Yeah, there's none. There's no front tow hook, unfortunately. You got to get a special bumper or something and like weld it on, or I don't know what I'm gonna do because I have to figure that out as well.
Peter Streak says, are you going to upgrade the intercooler on the Type R? P.S. TL engine done.
TL engine in what? And yes, I will be upgrading the intercooler. Like I said, I'm kind of shifting focus to the Prelude a little bit for the next couple of weeks, so I can get to the racing that we're gonna be doing, the hill climbs, and then we'll go back to upgrading the Type R again.
Edgar says 216 horsepower to the wheels and 240 torque to wheels.
That's for the Civic hatchback. It's really good numbers, but the clutch, your clutch is going to be the first thing to go. If you have an automatic transmission, expect that to go within the next 10 to 15,000 miles.
No, he meant the SI Coupe.
Oh, the SI Coupe? Okay, then it's only a stick shift. Your clutch is the first thing that's going to go. Upgrade that, and then you should be fine. You should be okay.
Ryan says, would you recommend an aftermarket exhaust or a muffler delete?
How much money do you have?
How about both?
Not both. Muffler delete. If you do muffler delete, you're gonna keep your stock exhaust and just delete the mufflers. It depends on what you're going for. Again, if you want to have the cool factor, the bling factor of, hey, I have this awesome exhaust. Hey, a lot of people like that. I like that too. I like seeing cool exhaust on cars. If I could afford and swing it, I would have a Remus exhaust on there, or HKS. Who knows? But I'm the type of guy that mods his cars for
performance.
Right, the price per performance, right? So I needed the exhaust to sound a little louder so I can shift better, so I become a better driver.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the most cost-effective way to do that? It's just chop off the two mufflers.
Mm-hmm.
You do that for $300, $400, $500. That's good enough. If you're gonna get an aftermarket exhaust, it'll cost you $1,000 to $2,000, and I'd rather buy brake pads or something.
Justin says, love Prelude stuff, can't wait.
It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of Prelude stuff.
Sean says, I have a K&N air filter. All I can tell is it makes the blow-off valve come alive.
Yeah. Any intake for both the Civic hatch or the Type R, it's gonna make the turbo sounds sound really good. The blow-off valve, the flutter, all that cool stuff. I actually have a lot of good sounds from the hatchback that was tuned because he has an intake on there. It's pretty cool.
Shade says that bird is hungry for Hondas. That loud bird.
That's right.
Eddie says, I got the 2018 white Honda Civic SI. Not bad. I like it. Cool.
I love the white Civic SIs, yeah.
C6 says Hondara is releasing a 100 octane tune for the Civic Type R.
Nice.
It is supposed to make 370 horsepower, 400 torque. Heard anything if K-Tuner's doing the same?
I think they have one in development. I'm not too sure. The thing is, where are you going to get the 100 octane fuel? And my biggest thing is 400 torque at the wheels seems to be the limit for the fuel. So the fuel pump is going to be limited there. So you're stressing out the fuel pump, and if it's not done progressively, your pistons can be very taxed as well. So I don't know. I'd like to take a look at the graphs to see how safe it is. But yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. The more tunes there are, the better, in my opinion.
More choices.
That's right.
Cheaper. Dylan says, my dealership said my Type R is coming with $3,000 worth of factory add-ons. Any idea what that might be? I
mean, he's probably going to have the extra floor, well, maybe not extra floor mats, the trunk mat. You're going to have all the lights, the interior lights.
The interior lighting.
Hopefully you get some HFP stuff like the carbon fiber wing or the carbon fiber inserts. And then what else would they have on there? Maybe they figure out some mud flaps or something. I don't know. I'd check out the list, though, before you agree to it.
Brian says, could be HFP rims.
I don't like the HFP. I don't think there is HFP rims for the Type R. There's no HFP rims for the Type Rs, actually.
So when Peter Streak said PSTL engine done, he meant Acura TL.
Nice. So you're tuning it?
Yeah.
Be cool if you tuned it.
So guys, don't forget to hit the like button.
I see 20.
20 so far.
Look at that smile. You make her smile when we get the like button. By the way, she's been missing the last like 2 or 3 weeks. You guys don't miss her at all? I've missed her. I'm terrible at reading comments compared to her.
It's my job.
Yeah.
All right, so that's all the comments.
That's all we got? Sweet. Awesome.
Do you want to do another show around on your Type R?
Well, it's raining, unfortunately. Like, if it wasn't raining, I would, like, do more stuff out there and show you guys what's going on. But, yeah, it's raining. Unfortunately.
Dylan says, I asked for the list and they said they won't know until the car hits ground.
That
Makes me
doesn't-
suspicious.
That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense.
I wouldn't give them any money until I see the list.
Because any factory add-ons don't come from the factory. They're added on at the dealership. So already that dealership is sounding shady as hell. So be very careful with these people. They're lying to you.
Mary Pio says, can hit the like button more than once.
That's true. I wish you could.
Brian says, Ting is great at reading comments. Thanks, Brian. Ryan says, what is the most effective and cheapest way to improve power on the Civic Type R?
On Civic Type R or the Civic Hatchback?
He has, Ryan has a Civic Type R.
So on any turbocharged car, whether it be the hatchback or the Type R, it's going to be a tuner. So either K-tuner or hondara, whatever you want. But it's going to be a tuner. You're going to tune it. That's the best, easiest, cheapest, best way to do it. And then right after, if you're going to be modding your Type R for power, you're going to want the tuner with a tune, and then you're going to want the intercooler, and then you're going to want an improved MAF housing, because that's hitting the limit there as well. Then you're going to want to improve the fueling system, and then you go from there. If you want to improve track performance, you're going to want the tuner, the intercooler, some suspension mods that I'll show you guys how to do, tires and brake pads, and the brake fluid, which I'll also be doing before the track day. But yeah, that's kind of the two different directions where I would go with the Type R.
Peter Streak says, yeah, tuning with Derek after it's broken in.
Nice.
His TL. Shades Way says, shady dealers, parentheses, non-Shades Way affiliated.
It's very shady. Don't.
Yeah, if they don't show you the list of what you're signing up for, then I would say no.
And factory options are not factory installed. They're installed at the dealer. So
they're factory options, so you could pay for them and have them installed at the dealership.
Exactly.
It's really not factory stock with the Type R.
Every Type R leaves the Swindon factory the same. Exactly the same. So don't believe him.
Yeah, Ryan did have a Type R, so he asked about the effective and cheapest way to improve power.
That's going to be a tuner of your choice. I like the K-tuner, but you know.
Alfonso says, hey Elias, will you do a video how to replace a master cylinder clutch?
So that's the thing is, it's already been done on mine. So I just had the Honda dealership do it. It shouldn't be that difficult. There should be a couple of bolts. You go look for it. You basically have to bleed it, remove it, and then put it back in. And you're taking off where the clutch is, wherever the clutch is. What you're pushing in, that's what you're removing. So you unscrew it from the clutch pedal. You unscrew it from the other side. You take off the hydraulic valve, the hydraulic line. You take it off, put it on. That should be it.
Would you recommend doing it yourself or take it to a dealership to do it?
You could do it yourself. It's not too hard to do it. If somebody wants me to help them do it, I could film somebody do it, and I'll do a video on that. But it's already done on mine.
Chris says, is Hondara worth it?
Are you asking me whether I would do K-tuner or Hondara?
Or is Hondara worth it?
Hondara is worth it, yeah. I think that's the best first upgrade to do for your Type R, for sure, 100%.
A tune?
A tuner, either a Hondara or a K-tuner.
C6 says, hey Flying Gato, I almost had to sue my dealership for not meeting specific performance on a contract to buy a Civic Type R at MSRP. Basically, I had to threaten a lawsuit. I did speak to the part owner. So basically, after speaking with the part owner, they said they would finally sell me the car when it comes in. Had to deposit down for 8 months. Wow.
Wow.
That's a lot of money.
Well, that's a lot of time, too.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, these dealers are getting feisty with these Type Rs, man. I don't like it.
Dylan says, I'm planning on getting 18 Enkai ONX with all seasons. Will that change my speed readout? Not too sure on how that works.
Just if you get
all seasons. It's 18-inch.
I made a video on getting wheels and tires. This is back in November, I believe, where I detailed that kind of calculation. It's basically a calculation you have to do. But if you get an inch, so basically The stock wheels on the Type R are 245, 30 R20s. So if you're gonna go 18, so you wanna do 18, so you're gonna do 245,
18.
45, 245, 45, 18 for your tire. Or you can go 255, 255, 45, 18. Or you could even do 255, 40, 18. Yes.
Whatever that means.
I've been looking at a lot of tires and wheels lately, so it's all at the top of my head.
Alfonso says K-Tuner can remove or unlock the speed limiter from factory.
There's no speed limiter from the factory. What are you talking about?
Ryan,
What are you talking about?
Ryan says, what are the cheapest appearance mod for the Type R, interior and exterior?
So interior, I did a video on it not too long ago. Well, check that out. The
Interior lighting, right?
There's some interior lighting you can do.
Oh, and then the cup holder.
The cup holder
liner.
thing's called Cup Holder Hero or something like that.
Yeah.
I kind of like the, a little flared in there, a little redness to it.
The red accents.
Livens it up a little bit, so I like that a lot.
Exterior, I guess you could do the
Wheels and tires. Oh, you could do stickers too.
The coating too, no? You could,
Oh, the ceramic coating? That's
Yeah.
that's like $3,000 or $2,000. It's expensive.
well, he asked for best, not the cheapest.
Oh, I thought it was cheapest.
No, he asked for the best.
Oh, okay.
So best would be a wrap or a coating.
You can get it
right?
wrapped.
Brian says, if you raise your Type R like Gato, tune it. If you daily drive like Throbber, then don't.
This is true.
Very true.
Actually, no. Even if you daily drive like Throbber does, the Stage 0 tune from K-Tuner is really good. Like, you'll feel a lot more power down low.
And a lot more responsive.
A lot more responsive, better throttle response, better turbo spool up. It just feels a lot better with that modification. So
Better performance.
even if you don't race it like I do, I would still say get the tuner.
C6 says, I was curious if
Get
you
cold.
plan on doing the downpipe, even though if there is a possibility of the bolt stripping on the turbo side.
Right. I'm thinking about the downpipe, but a downpipe for me, it's like 2 or 3 months down the line. I'm probably gonna get it. To be honest with you, I'm probably gonna get it, but I have to see what K-Tuner brings to the table in terms of like what further tuning we're gonna do. I haven't spoken to them in like a week, which is weird. But yeah, so I need to, because like I said, I'm changing focus. So last week was kind of the WRX week and the BMW 335D week and the wheels and tires and all that stuff. This coming week is going to be,
Prelude.
the Prelude and the Type R track day. So that's what this week is going to be all about. And the week after that, probably Prelude again. So that's basically what we're doing right now.
Shade Sway says, yeah, it will. They have tire calculators online that will tell you how much your speedometer will be off.
Right, and you can make sure you can if you get the right size tires, your speedometer won't be off.
Official Stiggy is on.
Oh, what's up, John?
Hey, John.
Haven't seen you in a while.
S2K Wide Body says, what's the plan for the S2K?
Lots of plans. Unfortunately, it's on the back burner.
It's
So I've been dying to take the S2000, which is right here,
it's gonna sit in a garage for the time being.
out on the track. So we'll take a little peek at it.
Sean says window tinting looks great too.
That's right. Window tint is actually a good idea for exterior modifications.
Is that exterior or interior?
Both. Yeah, it's both.
Right? Would you call that exterior or interior mod?
That's both. But yeah, for the S2000, basically I need new tires.
You need to clean up the headlights.
I have to clean the whole car. I'm gonna defog the headlights. I have what I'm gonna use to clean out the headlights because I'm gonna do it on this and I'm gonna do it on the Prelude. And yeah, we'll make it a little bit more reliable. Maybe I want to get a hard top, but that's like $3,000.
Would you tune it? Is there a tune for this?
No, there's no way to tune it. You'd have to do you'd have to do an ECU like swap basically. I'm not tuning this. I'm not gonna tune this. At the most, I'll get tires, brakes, brake pads. Sorry, because my rotors are still fine. And then we'll clean a few things up, and then that'll be it. And then we'll take it to the track, which where this belongs.
And in the garage too.
Yeah, that's right.
And Every Day says you can get a custom shift knob. That's a mod too.
That's true. Actually, I'm actually gonna put a custom shift knob on the Type R. I keep forgetting that. I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I'm gonna put a custom shift knob on the Type R probably this week.
Alfonso says Honda dealer told me the Type R has rev limiter and lock it for the max speed. Removing that, the Type R could work fine until 11,000 revs and reach almost 300 kilometer per hour. Oh, I think he meant the rev limiter.
The engine can probably do 11,000 RPMs. I wouldn't go that high. I would do 9,000 at the most for the engine. The flywheel that's in a Type R will not be able to take more than around 8,000 RPMs from what I've seen. 8,000 to 9,000. What happens with the flywheel, it breaks apart because it's a two-piece. And it's we have an awful flywheel design because it's basically, I don't know if you know how a car engine starts, but the starter motor has teeth to grab onto from the flywheel. And those teeth separate from the flywheel at higher than 8,000 RPMs on the Type R. So that's something you're going to want to upgrade if you're going to be taking the rev limiter off your Type R like that. I would also look into beefing up your valves because at those RPMs, your valves are going to take a beating.
Sean asks if you are sponsored by K-Tuner.
I am not sponsored by K-Tuner.
Well, we speak from experience. So.
I've spent a lot of time talking to a lot of people. That's just what I do. I'd like to call and talk to people about stuff. And K-Tuner's just been on their game in terms of at least customer service, and they're very open and honest and straightforward. You know, they don't give me the runaround. If I ask them a question, they give me the answer. There's no like, oh, we'll see, maybe, possibly. They're like, nope, this is what's happening, and that's it.
Official Sticky says, a long time no see, friends.
It's a weird
How's
bomb.
the beast?
Which beast? We have many.
Danielle says 300 kilometer per hour. If you drive so fast in Russian roads, you will crash right away.
I'm sure you would.
C6 says keep the S2000 in good condition stock. I can't believe dealers are asking almost 15 to 20K or more for the car now. Ouch.
Yeah, these cars are too expensive now.
They're becoming collectibles now.
I wish it wasn't the case, to be honest with you. I wish I could use mine and just, buy and then buy another one for cheap later on.
Well, they're limited.
I know.
You can't just crash one and buy another.
I wish
there aren't that many left.
I know. I wish Honda would take the Type R engine, put it in a convertible, and call it the S2000. That's what I wish would happen, because I would buy that and I would figure it out. I'd sell something to buy that.
S2K Body says spoon top.
I was thinking about the spoon top. I really, really want an OEM hardtop. The aluminum ones, those are my favorite. I want either black one or a white one.
Dylan says looking to get a remus for the Type R.
Yep.
Would it be good to sell the stock exhaust or just hold on to it?
Sell it.
What would you do?
I would sell it.
You would sell it.
Sell it to an SI owner. Seriously,
they're looking for Type R stuff.
Right. It sounds really nice on an SI, so I would sell it to an SI owner.
Danielle says if your car is not made in Russia, it will crash right away at 300 kilometer per hour.
I'm guessing Danielle likes the Russian cars, the Ladas.
S2K Body says PCH run have to jet. JET.
Awesome. Thanks for joining.
PCH? What does that mean?
Pacific Coast Highway, I'm assuming.
Have to jet?
Yeah, have to go.
Ryan says, is it true that the Type R doesn't rev match into first? It does.
No, it doesn't. No. The rev match system. So I do myself because I don't actually use their own rev match system. But the rev match system, if you have it on, does not rev match into first gear. You really shouldn't be going into first gear that much. But it does not do it, and at lower speeds, it won't rev match either. I also have a video that I need to film of like the 10 things you don't know about your Type R, because there's like little things that you don't really know unless you spend as much time as I do in them.
In the car.
Yeah.
S2K Body says, be safe.
Thank you.
Efren Mendel says, how much should I spend to buy a used WRX STI 2002? How much is that worth?
That's a good
now?
question. They're worth about anywhere between $4,000 and $6,000. I wouldn't give any more than that. It's depending on where it's from. You know, if it's from the south, there's no rust on it, it's worth more. So the thing with the WRX is they're so expensive. Everyone likes them. Everyone loves the WRXs. I think they're great cars. I'm thinking about doing rallycross with mine. What do you guys think about that? So I've mentioned it a couple times. Some people don't want me to do it because, oh, they want me to restore it. They want to make it nice. But I'm thinking because of the rust and because of the bodywork and stuff like that, I'm kind of going towards the rallycross stuff. And if you don't know what rallycross is, just think of, you know, rally cars and rally racing.
And
It's
dirt and...
That's exactly what it is. It's dirt. It's gravel and dirt with a race car. So I'm leaning towards that.
C6 says Hondara expressed that there's no reason or gain to raise the rev limiter.
There really isn't. The turbo's too small. So after about 6,500 to 7,000 RPMs, the turbo's not really doing much for you anymore. It's not gaining any more speed or power. So to raise it, you're not really doing much. The only reason that, like the other guy was saying, was to raise it is because you're gonna hit a rev limiter when you're in 6th gear trying to get to the max speed. I think the max speed it redlines at 170, I believe. The Type R does, and then you hit the red line. But if you raise the rev limiter, you can raise the top speed, but then you get into issues. So I don't know. I wouldn't do it.
Shade Way says K-Tuner's customer service seems to be hands down ultimate compared to Hondara's crap customer service.
I have to agree.
Sean says that's exactly why I'm here. You do a lot of homework. It's amazing info.
Thanks, man. I really do. So I'm actually shopping for some fire suits. Like, so racing suits, racing gloves, racing suits, racing shoes and stuff like that. And I've had to get Jane to help me out because I had like 1,000 tabs open. I was like, what do I get?
Had to make up your mind.
I have this list, I have this thing, I have that thing, I have the other thing. So, you know, I've been learning a lot on race suits. I'm basically an expert now. So I'm getting an SFI 3.2-5 rated suit. So I don't have to wear the long johns if I don't really want to, but I'm also going to be getting I'm going to get like a weird neck brace thing. I'm going to get the gloves that are fire retardant and comfortable. Like there's so much to know about these things, and I'm really getting into it right now because, like I said, yeah, it's very new to me, and the first race day is very soon, so I got to hurry up.
Dylan asked estimated worth on the stock exhaust on the Type R.
I don't know, maybe 500 to 800, depending on who wants to buy it. It's a really good exhaust. I mean,
it was very well made.
It's very well made. It's the material. It's really good. I don't think it's titanium, but it's really good material. So I don't know. I would do $800. That's what I would sell mine for, if I still had it. Mine's a modified now one, so it's not really worth that much.
Alfonso says, hi guys, have you tried launch control at the Type R? If so, how was that?
I have, and it loves to roast the front wheels. Like I keep saying, the front wheel drive platform just does not, it's not good for drag racing. All the physics is wrong with it. So in order to get a front wheel drive car to drag race properly, to launch properly, you're going to want the stickiest, biggest, fattest tires in the front and bicycle wheels in the back. And for me, it just doesn't make any sense. If you're going to go drag racing, at least get rear wheel drive. And then because the physics of it, when you accelerate really hard, all the weight goes to the back. So when the weight goes to the back, you get better friction and traction at the back wheels. The front wheels lift up. But in a front wheel drive car, you can't get the front wheels to lift up because it's where your power is coming from. That's where the bunny hopping is coming from. All the wheel hopping, all those issues come from the front wheels not being able to get the traction down on the car. So don't buy the Type R to drag race. But with that said,
it's fun to try.
I've tried it a lot, and it is fun. For example, what I like to do, when I'm merging onto traffic, I really gun it. So I put it in first, and I do an aggressive start, and the wheels stick pretty well as long as you have sticky tires. And when you start going, you go. After the wheels stick and you go first, second, third, man, that thing flies. So yeah, it's a fun car to drive for sure. But yeah, back to the question.
Launch control.
The launch control. K-Tuner's launch control is basically just raises the rev limiter to whatever you want. because right now it's stock factory rev limiter when you're stopped, it's around 4,500 RPMs. You could raise that to 5,500 or 6,000 RPMs, and you can get a more aggressive launch. And I've tried it, but it just ends up roasting your front wheels and tires.
Cool. Danielle says I have to go unload my load now. Bye.
All right, buddy. Thanks for joining up.
Safe trip. Ryan says, would you recommend a carbon fiber wing, or is it pointless?
What do you want the carbon fiber wing for?
Is it for the look, or is it for weight?
What do you want? What are you looking to do?
For the look, it looks pretty nice, right?
It does look really cool.
I saw one before. It looks pretty cool.
It looks really cool.
But for weight, I don't think it saves that much weight, does it?
No. It doesn't waste. It doesn't save almost any weight, any significant weight anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's for looks. If you're gonna do it for looks,
Mostly for looks.
do it. If you want performance, don't.
It's not really adding that much performance.
There's no performance gain.
Raphael says, do rallycross on the.
We'll be doing. I'm pretty sure we'll do rallycross. The problem is that if I'm going to do rallycross, I don't think I'll have the time to actually do the races. So I'll have to recruit a friend or two of mine to actually race the WRX. So once we figure that out, then we'll see where we go.
Mary Pio says, I say do it. If it has body issues already, why not?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Brian asks, neck brace equals Hans device?
I'm thinking about Hans device, but it's like $400 to get a good Hans device. I'm thinking about, there's also like a neck brace you just put on, and it helps, kind of shore up your neck in case you crash. So I'm probably just gonna wear that.
Official Sticky says, we have to figure out time to run with the RS and the Type R.
Well, John, I'm gonna be at Pocono on Thursday. Bring it over. Do advanced class with me. The advanced track day.
Antonio Lopez says, with the Ford announcing it's dropping out of the car game, Evo discontinued, and uncertainty of the WRX, do you think Honda will continue with the Type R? I really want one, but money is tight.
I think the WRX is gonna continue, for sure. The Type R, if I was
limited amount.
It is a limited car, but if I was a betting man, I would bet that they would continue to build it through 2019 at least. So I wouldn't worry too much. You could wait a little bit, and there's always a used car market. Although the appreciation on these cars is not gonna be that bad. Yeah. So I don't know. I think the WRX is still gonna be around. We're still gonna have the Volkswagen GTI, if you're that so inclined. Unfortunately, Ford is stepping out of the game for whatever reason. I mean, I said it before. If you've ever driven a Ford Focus or a Ford Fiesta that's not the ST versions, it's a really underwhelming car. Go drive a Ford Focus now, like a regular Ford Focus SE, and tell me what you think. The plastics inside are terrible. The interior packaging is awful.
They basically give up on it.
Right, it's like a 10-year-old design. Fine, the Ford Focus RS is an awesome car. You saw the review. I loved it. But again, the interior is kind of cramped, and it's a hatchback, but the room just it's not as much as, for example, the Type R. I don't think I could fit 16 wheels and tires in the Ford Focus RS, but I could definitely do it in the Type R.
As you saw.
Done. So yeah, like I said, the RS is awesome. I love it. I'm definitely gonna miss it from being sold. The ST, Ford Focus ST, love that car. Ford Fiesta ST, also love that car. And yeah, we're gonna miss it. But if they're not gonna up their sedan and hatchback game, then might as well let it go. The Ford Fusion. Have you guys driven the Ford Fusion?
No.
You drove it.
Oh yes, I have.
She's driven it, the turbocharged one.
No, not
right.
Not the best experience.
It's boring. The throttle response is atrocious. It looks okay, but I don't know. It's just there's so many better cars. The Toyota Camry is such a better car than that. The Honda Accord is such a better car than that.
The new Camry is really nice.
It is.
With all the cameras.
All the features and stuff. Jane likes the Camry.
Yeah. I don't know. Ryan says, do you wish the Type R was all-wheel drive?
Nah, I don't need all that extra weight. You don't need it. At the track, I mean, the big problem with the front-wheel drive cars as a race car / track car is that understeer is annoying. Fortunately for us, the Type R has really good suspension and a really good chassis, so the understeer is mostly mitigated. Yes, you can induce power on understeer, But as you saw in the previous track day that I had a lot of oversteer, so it's really not an issue. I'm not missing the all-wheel drive, and in the winter, I don't really miss it either. So it wasn't a big deal to me.
With winter tires, you'll be probably just
Oh,
fine.
it's unstoppable. Although I don't think the Type R is going to be the winter car anymore. I don't want
Probably
to. I don't
not.
want. Yeah, I don't want to. It did its
That's why you're fixing up the
Subaru.
Buckeye.
Yeah.
Eternally AOS says, "Hey,
Hey, what's up?
what's up?" Brian says, "Front wheel drive is pulling, rear wheel drive is pushing."
Right.
Yeah, physics.
Yeah.
Edge Everyday says, "Okay, gotta go. Get ready for my live stream at 6:30 p.m. Have a great night, guys."
All right, Edge. I'll see you there.
I'll see you soon. Sean says, "There's a place in Canada that sells the K-Tuner ESU." ESU?
Sure.
Where?
ECU probably.
ECU probably. It's $950. Would that the crate when I get the crate or cracked?
Correct.
When I get it.
So 950 should cover. Yeah, 950 covers the cracked ECU. So they have to take your ECU. You have to take your ECU out, or they can do it, and they unlock it, and they give you that's the V2. It has to be
Tuner kit, right?
Yeah, the K-Tuner V2, which I love. So yeah, that's a good price. That's basically what it costs.
$950.
Yeah.
C6 says, "Next time you go to the track with the Civic Type R, take out your passenger seat. Sore."
No,
The
no.
tire kit glove box.
No, it's
So
good.
I guess gut it. Gut your.
I'm
Type
not
R.
gonna gut the Type R.
Save
Come
all the
on.
weight.
No, it's all good. It's gonna be on Thursday, so I'll be there on Thursday. You'll see it there.
Sean says, "Jane, I love listening to you. You are learning at too. I really enjoy all this." Oh, thanks, Sean. Ryan says, how long should I wait to start modding my Type R once I get it? At least after the break-in period, right?
Wait 1,000 miles.
Oh, was it 600?
It is 600, but just wait 1,000 miles.
1,000 miles.
And then you're good.
C6 says, "Have you thought about removing rear window wiper?"
No, I like it. I use it.
Why would you remove it though?
It's weight savings.
How
So-
much does that weigh?
So first for weight
A
savings.
pound?
No, it'll weigh like 3 pounds.
Really? Does it weigh 3 pounds?
Well, it's a motor and stuff like that. Here's the thing. For weight savings, for true weight savings, I can stand to lose myself like 10 or 15 pounds. So
That's a big weight saving right there.
yeah, so once I get that done, then I can start taking stuff off the car.
Then you will feel justified
Right.
to remove everything else because you're carrying all that weight yourself.
I can stand to lose like 15 pounds, I'm just saying.
Brian says Mustangs are insane.
Yeah,
Mustangs on the track, right?
they were fun. I'm chasing them next time.
Ryan says, do you think the new Corolla hatch is competition with the Type R,
No.
even though it has a lot less power?
Not even close. It is competition with the Civic, the Hatchback Sport, but it's not even close to a Type R.
PK Aviation asks, "Hi Gato, hi Jane. Have you ever used snow foam to wash the cars?"
I have not. I'm not really into washing the car.
Well, it's being washed right now.
Exactly. I was gonna say it's being washed right now.
By nature.
Look at that beautiful wash right there. Nice and gentle.
But what is snow foam?
People buy these foam cannons. They shoot. It's basically you don't have to use too much elbow grease. Apparently, you kind of just shoot foam at the car.
And it does the job.
Right.
Oh, cool. Shades Way says, "No wonder my car's light. Gato told me I weigh 100 pounds."
Yeah. Shades doesn't weigh anything. I lifted him up.
Shades is so thin.
I lifted him up, and I'm like, damn, he doesn't weigh anything. Should we close it up?
Yeah, that is it.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Sorry we were late and unprepared. I was not. I was
We
like,
didn't realize it was 5 o'clock
I was like,
already.
I was, basically getting ready. I'm like, oh yeah, we got some time. And I'm like, Jane, it's 5 o'clock. Holy crap, we gotta go.
We're late.
Sorry about that. We'll be doing better, and then I'll catch you guys soon. So I'll see you guys next week.
Well, I'll see you guys next Sunday at 5.
That's right. Say goodbye, Jane.
Bye, guys.
All right. Bye.